Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Anne and I give general love readings focusing on divine partners, and that includes all soulmates, twin flames, karmic connections, and all spiritual love connections that you're involved with, that you are searching for. So if you're just landing on this video, I hope you can stay and watch, because I know that there's a message for you from these cards, from the divine. It's not coming from me, but it's coming from above. And I give these the reading videos on a weekly basis so that you can understand your situation and use these readings for your highest good. Okay, so now we are in the smack middle of May, and it's exciting. I get excited because I know summer is right around the corner, even though us in Ohio and most of us in the north don't exactly get that spring weather. We usually go from cold to extreme hot, but I wouldn't have it any other way. So it's getting close to June, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. And you know what? It's time where I get like everything prepared. So now that I'm starting all my gardening and my cleaning and my planning, and I've been doing it since last month, but you know, there's been a lot of things that's been going on. So kind of like it's shuffled. So I know we all get stuff going on, and you know what? It's no excuse, but you know, you have to take care of yourself. I always say that. Okay, so I laid out the cards, and I'm using dual decks like I always do. I'm using the Game of Thrones cards. A lot of you have been asking me to use them because now that we're coming into the finale tomorrow, because I'm recording this on a Saturday, so this is basically exciting for me. You know, as you can see, I'm a star. I love them all. It's just part of what I like to do. I like to watch these TV shows. I'm a fan because it kind of like takes you away from, you know, the everyday life. It's fantasy. It's, you know, way out there, and we like to see that stuff. It's good to do that. Okay, so the first two cards that came up was forgiveness. Forgiveness for the divine masculine. Divine masculine now is going through a lot of soul searching, kind of like going back, looking at things, and kind of like reflecting on what they should have done or what they should do for their future. Because choices, as you can see, this card, I know it looks a little different, but if you watch the TV show, and I'm not going to go into it, but it's making that decision with the Two of Swords. Two of Swords, making a decision, and forgiveness. Because the divine masculine has a lot inside of them that they are not giving out. They're not opening up to. They're not realizing what they're supposed to be doing, because all they keep doing is going back and forth. It's kind of like they take that one step, two steps, and then all of a sudden they come back. It's mainly because they're not forgiving themselves. We've been seeing a lot of energy that they don't really pay attention to themselves, but they think that they do. It's a lot of ego-based energy. Ego is the source of this card, and I just will say really quick, this is Arya Stark. Okay, again, I'm going to say it again. Arya Stark, as in this picture, was when Jack and Agar took away her sight and made her see who she truly is, because she had tons of ego. She wanted everything her way. And that's with the divine masculine. He wants everything, or they, I should say, want everything their way. Where if they humble themselves and learn to forgive themselves, forgive whoever. I mean, maybe it's somebody that you are involved with, maybe someone that you are not really forgiving, you're not really letting go of a situation, and that happens a lot. I mean, I can say for myself and for a lot of others that we're human, and when we get hurt, we get like this protective mechanism that says, oh, I can't talk to that person, I can't be with that person because they hurt me or they did something that upsetted me. I understand that, and I'm not saying that you need to do this. Like I said, I'm not telling nobody what to do. But when you forgive inside your heart, and you don't have to go up to that person and say, listen, I forgive you, even though they didn't say they were sorry. You forgive in your heart. You've already given that forgiveness. You've already humbled your heart. You're saying, I surrender, and I'm just letting it go. And I'm not going to just keep up with, you know, an energy that triggers off negativity that I've worked on, you know, prior to that. Making that decision, like I said, divine masculine needs to make that decision so that they can see in front of them. And when they finally do make that decision, then things can actually be detached, as this card is. Detach from the drama. Detaching from the drama, detaching from negativities that really just create more drama, create more negativity. When we constantly put heaviness on ourselves. Divine Masculine has a tendency to do this along with their ego. Detaching from the drama is a big, big, big thing, okay? Making that decision, because with the Seven of Cups represents a lot of thought, a lot of energy being brought in, and then they need to release it. As this card, as you can see, it's, you know, Bran Stark, and, you know, it can see beyond all of that. They know, the Divine Masculine knows that this is not the way it's supposed to be. This is clearly not the way it's supposed to be. They need to find their inner truth. Sometimes when we're involved with relationships, and you may be involved with somebody right now that they're not seeing you, you know, for who you are. They're not looking at the true potential of the relationship. So maybe they casually dab into the relationship. Maybe you think that they dab into it, but actually it's the drama that's behind all of this, because sometimes when a person has like excess baggage, they don't see you, that you don't see them. You can't see anything because there's drama. Like I said, castles in the sky, the Seven of Cups, there's a lot of stuff going on, you know, and if, like, I like to refer sometimes with the TV show because it gives a good illustration. You know, Bran Stark sees all of these things when he was becoming the Three-Eyed Raven, if you guys remember, if you guys watch it. And no spoilers, I'm not saying nothing what's going with if you didn't see the show prior. But it's kind of like when you have too many things going on and you kind of figure it out and you say, well, it's this way and it's this way. Just like what Bran Stark was doing when he was becoming the Three-Eyed Raven, when he was told not to do that, when he was told not to go back in there. You put too much on yourself. And when you put too much on yourself, you create drama. Yeah, look at this, guys. Creating drama is not going to help your situation when you're involved with something where you have to put your all in, you're all in, and they're not putting their all in, because the both of you are colliding, because there's got to be like a balance here. Take a step back. Take a step back. That's what I'm getting from this, a message. Take a step back. And none of these cards say take a step back, but this one is the Divine Feminine saying take a break. Take a break from all the drama. Take a break from what is causing the energy that you keep bringing up. Bringing up an old past wound. And when I say past wound, I know we talk about this a lot. This goes on with both Divine Masculine, Divine Feminines. We have things that we may have thought we worked on. And when we work on it so hard and we're good with it. And it happens to me. It happens to a lot of people. You end up waking up that part of yourself that you say, I thought that I worked on that I was able to let go of it. I detached myself. And then it just comes right back. And it's like, where did this come from? And then you're right back to where you started, but you're not. You're not. That's a trigger. That's a trigger. You need to take a break. And as this card is also Bran Stark the Hermit. Okay, we got two Bran Starks. I didn't realize that. You know what? Being by yourself, taking solitude for yourself, maybe get out there, do something for yourself, and really look at it. Look at what is being given to you, the messages. Pay attention. When you pay attention, that person that you're talking to, whatever they're saying, maybe verbally, it's not what you want to hear. Yeah. And maybe those words are hurtful. Maybe those words are not, like, hey, I didn't expect that. Where did that come from? It automatically brings up things because you brought up the things in your mind, but they didn't say the things that were brought up or that happened previously. It's just something to do with, I guess, you're not completely healed. You're not finished from letting it go. And that's a daily process that we do. Some people go on this walk, this path, where they feel that they're not good enough, but they're going to try and they're going to do it, and that's fine. But really work on yourself to believe what you feel in your heart is true, because that's where it's going to come from. That's where it has to come from. I can't tell you this. Nobody can tell you this. Only you can help yourself out of this. And the only way that can happen is when you take a break. Taking a solid break from all the energies that keep like haunting you, so to speak. It's like sometimes we keep hearing it, and it's a little base of fear, maybe fear-based energy. You know what? A little tiny seed of it can bring up so much, because maybe in the past you had a relationship and that relationship didn't turn out the way you wanted it to. Not because it was toxic. Maybe you felt, oh, that was my false twin or karmic connection that I had to experience. But you did have to experience it, but sometimes people are brought for learning experiences. And when you detach from that drama and you let go of it, you really let go of what has been causing the root of all your failures with your relationships, in a sense. Because when you keep bringing up that pattern over and over in that relationship and you just lug it around with you, they're going to say, I feel, I don't feel the same with you, or I don't understand you, or you're not the same, and it's like you're going to play this in your mind. This is where you have to stop looking at what happened in your life. When you completely detach from it, and maybe they need to detach from it. Maybe it's not you, okay? But understanding them can help you work with them, if that makes sense. Because when we detach from the drama, they detach from the drama, you can help them. Many times it's just talk, it's communication, it's just bringing things out in the open, looking inside yourself. Meditation helps also to clear the mind, clear the energy waves that's been, you're hearing chatter, especially if you're empathic. When you're empathic, a lot of things go on and you feel, am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right path? And things will just come up, okay? So also with the Divine Feminines, it's telling us, don't give up. And that means a lot. That means a lot because when we hold on to something, we want to know, is it worth it? Is this relationship worth it? Is it worth me holding on to a thought that this relationship is worth it? You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you hang on to a relationship, not to hang on to a relationship. Nobody can, because it's your life path, your decision. If it was so easy, it would be great. I wish somebody tells me things so I can do things easier. But no, we sometimes have to learn, because that's the inner strength. As this card is Brienne of Tarth, and many of you know her to be a very strong woman on the show, that is. The Strength card to me represents putting all your energy into something that you really believe in your heart, as this warrior did. This warrior in the card, and like I said, I explain it and illustrate it because it's the artwork. It's part of the TV show. I can like relate to it. So whatever Brienne was doing, Brienne was believing in her heart. Brienne went along with what oath she gave. She swore an oath to somebody that this is what she felt in her heart, and she believed it. And you know what? She got through all the battles, and she got through all the obstacles, whatever they were. And that's the strength, because you can't give up. If that relationship you're involved with, Divine Feminines are going through a mass amount of, I'm not saying that they're breaking apart, but they're trying to mend things together. It's kind of like something inside themselves. When you come to unity inside yourself, you understand that I can't break this apart. This is real. This is what is being brought to me. So don't give up. Don't let what is in your mind, your ego, don't let that interfere. Don't let what others are saying to you. Maybe it's something that you can't give up on. You can't give up. I'm feeling this is a direct message not to give up, because it's time to forgive whatever it is. Make that decision. Okay? Making that decision is going to help you separate yourself, detach from negativity, the drama, people who are chattering, people are communicating, people that you watch them and they're just, all they're doing is talking about other people. I'm not saying that it's not a good or a bad thing, but you know what? Why listen to what other people assume about somebody else when you don't know the truth? And listening to it kind of like pollutes our spirit in a sense. I mean, it kind of like makes us think negative, because usually gossip is usually negative. It's usually, unless it's, oh, did you hear someone had a baby? Oh, did you hear someone's getting married? Like that's not gossip. That's like great news. When you hear things, this person is, buying a house, this person's moving in a beautiful location or going somewhere. Those things are positive. But when you hear, negative stuff, and I'm not going to even bring it up because I'm not going to put ideas in anyone's head, because that sometimes can be a trigger. it actually creates negativity. And it's like I said, with the Seven of Cups, you're putting a lot of thoughts, you're putting a lot of things back in motion, and it's like, oh my gosh, where is this coming from? Where did I get this from? Well, remember that person you were gossiping with? It brought in something. It brought in a seed, and it kept growing and growing, and before you know it, your mind is all... I mean, I'm not saying don't listen to things, and I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm just giving you an example. Try to keep yourself clean from that. You know, like when we say eat clean, eat healthy, you know, try to eat less processed foods. That's the idea. And that's a good thing as well, too. I don't know, that was a message. Maybe somebody needs to hear that. Taking a break from that drama, taking a break from overworking yourself. You're overworking yourself to the point where you need to slow down. You need to just take a moment, take a breath, and don't give up, because there's more than you realize, but you have to put the strength. You have to put the strength into this situation, whatever it may be. Don't give up, because there's more beyond it. There's more behind it. If you just broke up with somebody, and let's say, you know, I'm just giving an example, this person was wrong for you, and you know that this person was wrong for you. So you're thinking to yourself, should I not give up, or should I just give up? Well, that's the choice is up to you. But you have to remember, putting the strength into something that you believe in, maybe this person is not who you think it is, and is letting you think that the love that you have can't be given from somebody. Sometimes we have to go through these karmic relationships. And I'm not telling you you're involved with one, but don't give up. Whatever your heart tells you, okay? I'm just going to go into it. I don't want to put thoughts into anyone's mind right now and plant anything, but don't give up on what your heart is telling you. Maybe you're misunderstood. Maybe they're misunderstood. Maybe this relationship can be mended. Like I said, I get a lot of questions when I say stuff, and I just don't want to like confuse anybody, but I think you guys got it. I think you guys understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so I hope that this reading video resonated with you. If it didn't, I invite you to revisit this reading video, because sometimes our minds are not like focused, and sometimes our ego-based energy can cloud our I don't know, our absorption of things. Okay, I'm losing my words. So if you'd like to get your own personalized reading, I do offer phone, chat, and email readings. And the links are all down. The information is down below in my my websites. You can check that out. And also check out my other blog articles, my videos I have up. I am writing a little bit more, so I will be posting more. And the live videos, I will be posting them soon, as soon as I get the time, on Instagram and Facebook and wherever I can, wherever you're watching this. So I just want to say to you guys, thanks so much. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the support, all the love, all the likes, the shares, and comments. It means the world to me. It really does. And for my new subscribers, welcome. I'm glad to get to know you guys, and I want to continue this on. So if you also know anybody that can benefit from this reading, by all means, please forward, share this video however you've gotten it. Okay? So until next time, God be with you all. Namaste.